Hi students, all of you welcome. Welcome to Sunil Engineering Academy. I am Sunil Kumar Bandaru. Students, in this chemistry sessions, today we are going to discuss very important topic, fuels and combustion. Okay, so without wasting time, I am starting the session, guys. Yes, a very important fuels and combustion. Okay, so in this topic, we are going to discuss the different types of fuels: coal, coal tar, coke, okay, and different types of the coals. After that, different types of the gases: water gas, producer gas, LPG, and CNG, all those. Okay, so let us start the session, guys. First of all, what is the fuel? You know very well what is the fuel. Fuel is nothing but source of heat energy, correct? So fuel is nothing but which is a source of heat energy. So what are the sources of heat energy we have? So in olden days we are using wood to get the heat energy. Okay, correct? And charcoal. Nowadays we are using petrol, diesel, LPG. All these are, you can say, examples of sources of heat. Okay. And here you can note down almost all the fuels, all the fuels have some amount of carbon, some amount of carbon. Okay, almost all the fuels have some amount of carbon which is responsible for to give the heat, which is responsible for give or generating heat or heat energy. Okay, so from this one, we can say that carbon is considered as a fuel. Okay, almost all the fuels have some amount of carbon, in the sense carbon is considered as the fuel. Okay, so coming to the types of fuels, we can broadly categorize it into three. What are those? Solid fuels, liquid type, gaseous type. Okay, solid fuels, you know very well, wood comes under this, coal, coke, or comes under solid type of the fuels. Coming to the liquid type, you know very well, petrol, diesel, kerosene, all are comes under liquid type. Gaseous type, nowadays we are using LPG, CNG, biogas, and all those. Okay, hydrogen gas, all those comes under gaseous type of the fuels. Here, how we can say the quality of the fuel? The quality of the fuel is decided by calorific value. Calorific value. Okay, so what is that calorific value? So let us take that calorific value. Calorific are also considered as fuel value. Okay, it gives the idea the fuel gives how much of heat. Okay, so here note down the point, the amount of heat generated on complete combustion, on complete combustion, I think it is not visible, Okay, so the amount of heat generated on complete combustion of 1 kg of a fuel is called calorific value. Calorific value. That means if you take 1 kg of the fuel, 1 kg of the fuel, how much of heat energy generated? Heat energy. So we can denote in the joules or kilojoules. Okay, so unit may be kilojoules per kg or kilojoules per gram. Kilojoules per kg or kilojoules per gram or megajoules per kg. So you can denote in any units. Okay, so what is the calorific value? In a simple words, if you take 1 kg of the fuel, how much of energy generated? Okay, so if you take 1 kg of the fuel, it generated some amount of the heat. Now that amount of heat generated by that kg is nothing but you can say calorific value. So higher the calorific value means if you take 1 kg, any one fuel is gives more energy, then you can say that is a high calorific value. If you take 1 kg of the fuel that generated less amount of heat means that it has the low calorific value. So higher the calorific value is the advantage. Okay. So if you take small amount also, we can get lot of heat. For example, we can compare this one. If you want to get a lot amount of the heat, previously we are using wood na. So we are storing lot of wood, correct? To cook the food. Correct or not? Nowadays, all those wood is replaced by a single cylinder. Okay, so that means cylinder is very less space, very less. That means less amount of the just you can say 15 to 16 kg fuel. That means LPG can cook a lot of food. But if you take same 16 kg of wood, that may not produce that much of heat. Correct. So that means here LPG is the higher calorific than the wood, correct? So that is I am saying here. So higher calorific value means it gives high amount of heat with less quantity of fuel. The less quantity of fuel. So if you give less amount of fuel, also it gives the more heat. Okay, that is we can say high calorific value. So now I want to use some important fuels and their calorific values. Then you will get an idea. Calorific values of different fuels. Different fuels. Okay. So if you can consider fuel, if you can consider calorific value, this is now I am giving kilojoules per kg. Okay, so for example, if you take cow dung, it gives 8,000 kilojoules per kg. If you go with the wood, okay, so it may be approximately 20,000 or 20 to 20,000. Okay, it also changes a little bit by different types of the wood. Okay, so just approximate values I am giving. If you take the coal, 33,000. Okay, if you go with the biogas, that is 40,000 approximately. If you go with diesel or kerosene, or if you can say petrol, okay, all are approximately 45,000. Okay, if you go with methane is considered as natural gas. Okay, it has somewhat of higher than this diesel, kerosene or petrol. And nowadays we are using LPG. Okay, in this the main ingredient is butane. Butane, it gives very good energy, very good heat energy. So 55,000. And if you can consider hydrogen, very important, hydrogen. It is also called as future fuel. Why? Because it gives the highest, okay, approximately, you can say 150 megajoules per kg or 1,50,000. So it is nothing but gives highest calorific value. Very important question. In the following fuels which gives the highest calorific value, that is nothing but hydrogen. Okay, that is nothing but hydrogen. So these are some important fuels and their calorific values. Okay. So here in all this, the very important question is nothing but hydrogen, okay, which is considered as future fuel used in rockets or jets. Okay, so in that we have to take very less amount of the fuel. From that we have to get very high energy. Now, so in that case, we are going to use hydrogens. Okay. Now coming to the next point, fossil fuels. Fossil fuels. Fossil fuels in the sense due to living organisms, those are buried under the sea, sorry, buried under the soil or sea, whatever it may be. So due to that we are getting the fuels, those are nothing but fossil fuels. Okay, so these were formed from dead remains of living organisms. So living organisms, that is fossils. Okay, example, you know very well, coal. That is coal is the solid type of a fuel. Let us take one liquid type, petroleum products, and some gases. Let's take a natural gas, methane. Okay, and here in all these, first of all we are going to discuss about the coal. We are going to discuss about the coal. You know very well how the coal is formed. Okay, so this is nothing but some natural process. So whenever some natural calamities occur, that is like flooding, in that time, if there is any high density forests are there, in that lot of trees are there now. So those are fallen and buried under the soil. Okay, after so many years, due to high pressure and high temperature without of air, so what will happen that trees will be converted into coal, okay, you know very well about that. So note down, many years ago, due to natural processes like flooding, like flooding, forests got buried under the soil, okay, as more soil deposited over as more soil deposited over them, they are compressed. They are compressed. Okay, the trees are compressed due to absence of air comma, high temperature and high pressure. High temperature and high pressure. Dead plants got slowly converted to coal. Okay, and this process is called as, you can say, carbonization. Process is also called, you can say, carbonization. Okay, and whenever that carbon or that coal is burns with oxygen, it will forms carbon dioxide. Okay, so you know very well about the coal, how it is formed. And here the very important questions are different types of the coals. Different types of the coals. Types of coal. We have 4 types of the coals now. So if you can consider, it is the earth surface. If it is the earth surface, whenever you start digging in your first phase of extraction, you will get peat type of the coal. First phase of extraction. Okay, that means if you are digging under the sea, then in the first of all you will get one type of the coal, that is peat. And after that, in the second phase of extraction, if you go under, then you will get the second, you can say that is the second phase of extraction. In the second phase of extraction, you will get the type of the coal is called lignite. Okay, and if you go again into deeper, then you will get third one, bituminous type of the coal. Okay, that is third phase. So that means if you do hard, okay, if you go into, then you will get a very good type of the coals. And in the last phase, if you go under, then you will get a last phase, that is the anthracite of the coal. Okay, so this is the last phase of extraction. So here the first important point, here in the first phase of extraction, the type of coal is called as peat type of the coal. Okay, it has nearly 50 to 60% of the carbon. 50 to 60% of carbon. Okay, and coming to the lignite, here lignite nearly 60 to 70%. 60 to 70%. If you can consider bituminous, it is greater than 70, approximately 78 to 86% of the carbon. Based upon the carbon, if the higher the carbon, then it is having high calorific value. Okay, can generate more heat. And coming to anthracite, it is nearly 94 to 98% of the carbon. So almost 100%. So that's why it is considered as best type of the coal. A best type of the, correct. So here you can note down the important point. The first phase of extraction. Peat. The type of the coal is nothing but peat. Last phase of extraction. Anthracite. Okay. Next one. Best type of coal. It is like alphabetic order. Okay. The trick to remember is alphabetic order. Anthracite. After that, bituminous. After that, lignite. After that, peat. Okay, that is A, B, L, P, alphabet order. Alphabetic order. Okay, and here one more important point here about lignite. Lignite is considered as here. Let us take one important point belongs to all this peat. It is can also called as, which is a cheap type of coal. Okay, cheap type of coal and gives more ash. So just 60% carbon is there, remaining will be gives the ash only. Gives more ash and less heat. Second one, lignite. The coming important points belongs to lignite. It is also called as brown type of the coal. Very important point. Is also called as brown coal because it is brownish color. So that's why it is a brown type of the coal. Brown coal. Okay. So called as the brown coal and also considered as most hazardous. Most hazardous type. Why? Because it may be blast while extracting in the mines. It may be blast. Okay, so without some reason. So that's why you can say lignite is considered as most hazardous type of the coal. And bituminous. Bituminous. It is considered as domestic coal. Okay, it is very soft and used for very soft and used for domestic purpose. In India, we have most of the coal is belongs to bituminous only. Okay, only 5% coal is belongs to anthracite in our India. That is also present in Jammu Kashmir. Okay, and coming to anthracite, best type of the coal, best type and gives less ash and smoke. Okay, it is obtained in the last phase of extraction. Okay, so these are the very important points belongs to type of the coal. Okay, now after this coal we have to discuss one more important, that is coke. C-O-K, coke. Okay, it is mainly used to extract the metals. Extract the metals, so it is works as the reducing agent. Works as the reducing agent. That is a very important point here. It is having nearly 80 to 85% of the carbon. Of carbon. Okay, and it is tough and black substance. Black substance. Okay, black substance, and it is used as the reducing agent while extracting the metals. That is a very important point, one of the previous question. Okay, so note down, coke is used in the extraction of metals. Extraction of metals as reducing agent and also used as fuel in electrodes. In electrodes. Okay. Now after this, coming to the next one. So coal completed, coke completed. Now coal tar. Coal tar. You know very well. It is deposited on the upper layer of the road. Okay, so we can call as tar road. Black color, tar road. Okay, so in India, most of the roads are tar roads, cement roads. So coal tar is nothing but it is used in the depositing of upper layer, metalling of road. Okay, so it is very black, thick color liquid, and it has distinct smell. Its smell is different, so you can observe that one. Correct or not? And so due to distinct smell, it is the main ingredient for making naphthalene bars. Naphthalene bars, you know very well about the naphthalene bars. Those are used in bathrooms. Okay, so small round white color, or nowadays we are getting different colors. So while in the, you can observe in the cinema halls, group theaters, shopping malls, in institutes. Okay, so in the bathroom they will place three or four balls. Okay, small white color. God, remember. So those are nothing but naphthalene bars. Those are made with the coal tar. Okay, so note down the point. It is black and a very thick liquid. It is a black thick liquid with unpleasant smell. Unpleasant or distinct smell. Okay, and it is a mixture of so many substances, approximately 200 substances, more than 200 substances. Okay, it is mixture of nearly 200 substances. Okay, and this coal tar is used for metallic roads. Metallic roads. Okay, and now some areas, some cities, this coal tar is replaced with one more substance that is called as bitumen. Okay, so you can note down, but nowadays it has bitumen. That is a petroleum product. Bitumen, a petroleum product. Sorry, not a product. Product is used. Okay, and coal are also used to make so many applications. Note down, and some products from coal are used for manufacturing of drugs, paints, explosives also. Explosives, and the very important point here, naphthalene bars are made from coal tar. Made from coal tar. Okay. Okay, coal tar. And one more thing, one more fuel, that is coal gas. Coal gas. There is nothing important about this coal gas. It is obtained during the process of conversion of coal to coke. Okay, so note down that important point, that is enough. Is obtained during the process of coal to coke. Coal to coke. After this, now we are going to liquid fuels. So in the first one, petroleum product. So petroleum, you know very well about the petroleum products, all the kerosene, diesel, petrol, all these are nothing but we can say petroleum products. Okay, so note down one important point here. The word petroleum derived from the word petroleum derived from Petra. Petra in the sense rock. Okay, the word petroleum derived from Petra, rock. Oleum. Oleum means oil. Oleum means oil. Okay. Oleum means oil. So can say that is a rock oil. Okay. So how it is formed? It is nothing but so however, what that is how the coal is formed in the under the soil. So these petroleum products are generally found in under the sea. Found in under the sea. Say whatever the living organisms in the sea, those are buried, and after that they may be releases some gases or some petroleum products. Okay, so note on that important point. Okay, so before that, note down one more point here. It is dark oily liquid. It is dark oily liquid and also called as crude oil. Crude oil. I think you have listened this word in the news so many times. Okay, crude oil. So generally we are importing crude oil from that by the process, by the refining process, we are converting this into diesel and petrol like that. Okay, crude oil or rock oil are also called as black gold. Okay, black gold. So it is very important in the following, which is a black gold, that is petroleum. Okay, or black gold, and it is mixture of several hydrocarbons. Very important point here. Petroleum is mixture of hydrocarbons, and also some amount of sulfur, less amount. Okay, less amount. And how it is formed? So same process. How the coal is formed here. Petroleum is formed under the sea. Okay, so note down. Petroleum was formed from living organisms, in the sea. Okay, living organisms in the sea. Okay, if they are dead, then after some days, due to high temperature and high pressures, it will be converted into petroleum. Okay, and refining of petroleum. What is the refining of petroleum? That is, we are getting the diesel and petrol from the crude oil by the process is called as refining. By the process of called as refining. So note on here, petroleum is a mixture of various constitutions such as petroleum gas, diesel, and different types of the gas and lubricating oils, etc. Okay, so it is a mixture of so many products: petroleum, diesel, gas, and lubricating oils, and all those. Okay, so the process of separating separating various fractions of petroleum is known as refining. So by refining process, we are getting all this. This is also very important. By which process we are getting diesel, petrol, gas, and all those from the petroleum or from the crude oil. That is process is called as refining. The process is called as refining. Okay, process is called as refining. Okay, students, we will discuss the remaining in the next session. In the next session, we will discuss burning of fuels. Okay, so due to burning of fuels, the consequences like global warming and all those. After that, different types of the gases, gases fuels, that is water gas, producer gas, CNG, LPG. Okay, so all those. Okay, the students, I am closing this session. And thank you so much for watching. And some of the students are continuously encouraging me. Sindhu Sri, Naveen Gowda. Thank you so much for encouraging. With your encouragement only I am taking the classes. And remaining students, if you are watching these sessions, please try to give comment and also click on the like button. Okay, that motivated me to take the classes. Okay, students, all of you, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye, guys.